Howdy, everybody, and welcome to the next chapter of Dreams of Infinity. I am Matthew R. Dawson, your friendly neighborhood host and magic keeper, and joining me around my virtual table tonight are Ashleyien, Hana, John, Kira, Los, and Tensei. Say hi, everyone.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, everyone.
They're so good at that. It's incredible. Now, before we begin, we do have a few announcements to get through, starting with the first of our two sponsors for tonight's show, HeroForge. HeroForge offers fully customizable tabletop minis with dozens of fantasy species and thousands of parts to choose from. Their easy-to-use design tool lets you build your perfect miniature online using a fully 3D in-depth character creator right in your web browser, which is where we build the tokens for this game. You can build yours today at HeroForge.com. Our second sponsor for tonight's show is XSplit. XSplit is a high-quality virtual webcam background remover that works with your already existing webcam. Using this program, you can protect your privacy while you work or play remotely by blurring the background, removing it entirely, or even putting your favorite pictures as background instead. You can download the app today at xsplit.com, and if you use the coupon code RANDOM with a capital R, you can get 10% off of your purchase. You can find our referral link in the show description. Last but not least, for the next 2 Mondays, Random Rhapsody will be taking a break to enjoy some holiday time. We will still be playing Curse of Strahd next Wednesday, which is the 20th. Apart from that, I'm happy to announce that our 2 new campaigns are going to be starting in 2024. We have the Aethertech Wars on Mondays at 6 p.m. Central, which is a Pathfinder 2nd Edition campaign. We also have Aether Shanties, a Sagas campaign, which is going to be playing on the opposite Mondays at 7 p.m. Now you can keep up to date on our schedule and everything we do by following us on Facebook as Random Rhapsody TV and on Twitter as @random_rhapsody. And that's going to do it for the announcements. So join us as we return to Loropa City and continue on with the Magi-Knights as they investigate the Dreams of Infinity. And we're back. So, you should by now know how we do our recaps. We offer up the Random Rhapsody coin to our players. Whoever gets it gets that coin and gets to have 1 reroll throughout the game. If I do it, well, I'm getting the coin and I'm going to be a dick about it and use it in the most horrible way possible. So, nobody wants me to do recaps, which is a little sad for me. But, those are just the breaks sometimes. So, who is going to be doing the recap today?
I'm gonna do it.
Okay. David, tell us what happened last time on Dreams of Infinity.
Last time on Dreams of Infinity, the group went to a restaurant and had a very good time and nothing bad happened. The end.
That sounds great to me.
Yeah.
I wish.
Yeah, I
No,
feel
no,
like
you're right. You're right. That's not it. Something did happen. The food was really fucking good.
also true.
And
Also
that's
true.
all I know.
Tasty good.
Nothing else
The food
worth
was
noting.
so good. The food was so good that we had to pull ourselves away from it because everybody else in here started getting really weird with the food. Like sexy weird with the food. And it's very disturbing because I think we're all in high school. A couple of us went into the kitchen to see what was up. And the chef, I don't know where Matt's got the map on the screen, if at all.
No.
But the chef turned into this horrible thing that kind of reminds me of like potato roots that spread out after they've been left alone for several months.
Ew.
Yeah, yeah, you.
Kinda, I guess.
And we need to leave. We need to leave now.
Okay, well, short and sweet, but there you go, David. There's the random Rhapsody coin. Don't forget to use it. It's only going to last this game. Well, since the scene was so aptly described, I'll just go ahead and show it to everyone here on the map. Here's what we got going down. Now, Melody or Soul Seeker, Cat or Sky Seeker, and Aisha or Star Seeker are all currently in the kitchen, surrounded by a trio of cultists and what amounts to a giant freaking king prawn has manifested itself in the kitchen. It's pretty scary, especially considering the fact that it has a jaunty little chef hat on its head. It's got this big, long handlebar mustache. But other than that, it also has these razor-sharp pincer claws and a group of legs that seem to be moving of its own accord. So that's fun. Now, of those in the kitchen right now, let's see. Starseeker has 2 cracks in her soul crystal, and Soul Seeker currently has the bleeding 2 condition. So we'll deal with that in a little bit. But other than that, we have David and Cacophony. We have Damian or Nova Seeker, and we have Salem or Blossom Seeker, all in the dining room dealing with hordes of, well, mind-controlled people and cultists and a really snooty Mater D who threw some magic at the Magi-Knights at one point. So there's a lot going on. And is David right? Should you get out? That's the question. But how we're going to find that out is by jumping into turn order. Starting off at the top of turn order is Blossom Seeker, who is currently surrounded by a horde of, well, people covered in food. It's all over their faces. They have these hungry, gaunt expressions on their face as though they are starving for whatever, including y'all. So that's not too fun. And as I get the music on to really set this stage up, Blossom Seeker, what do you want to do?
Okay. So I think it's bonus action to use a shard, correct?
It is a bonus action to use a shard in most cases. It specifically says what it does in the description.
Awesome. Because I was going to use the Shard of Mending, Lesser Mending, because last time I got a little messed up. So I want to give myself a little bit of boost for the next stuff I want to do.
Okay.
I think the mending ones are actually a free action. Let me double check.
Okay.
Let's pop that up. We do have our handy notebook.
Reading is fundamental.
Yeah, mending is as a free action.
Perfect.
Ooh, wonderful. Then I would go ahead and do that, which I believe... Oh my gosh, where's my notes? Dang it. How much is the mending of lesser? Is it 1d8 or 1d12?
1d12 plus Magi-Knight level.
So just 3 HP back.
Oof. That's
Yeah.
harsh.
Yeah, it's fine. I'll take it. I will take it. Because then what I want to do is want to use... So we kind of discussed this in chat for those that may not involve. I want to use one of the items that we get to do during combat. So here's my idea. I want to go under the table and with it on my back, pop it up to where my back is now facing the horde that is surrounding me. Because what I want is for Damian to kick the table during his turn into the horde. Either knocking them back, knocking them out, just getting them away from us, taking care of those for a little bit.
Interesting. Okay, so one thing that you can do with your dynamic objects is you can use it to possibly restrain cultists. One of the options is restrain a horde or vassal with a ranged object attack.
Okay.
So in this case, what it would be is it would be an athletics check from Nova Seeker on his turn to do that. But since he's better at the that sort of thing, he has a much more likely chance of hitting them. So that could absolutely work. To do this, obviously, it's going to cost one of the 3 dynamic objects in this battle. I did forget to mention that last battle since things kind of happened chaotically, but in this battle there are 3 dynamic objects that our Magi-Knights can use. These objects are entirely optional. They use a free action to do it, and each player can only use 1 object per round, and there is only 3 of them. So when they're gone, they're gone. But you can absolutely work together to do this. This is going to be a free action for the both of you. However, Blossom Seeker, to do this, you are still going to have to try to get out from around the horde because they are currently surrounding you. So you are going to have to make an athletics check as well to try to tumble away from the horde.
Athletics? Okay. Can we do acrobatic? No, I'm just kidding. Athletics it is.
There is no acrobatics in this game.
Yeah,
That's why we have to...
11.
You can use Dex for it though if it makes sense. It
Yeah,
doesn't
you
have
can.
to be strength.
I mean,
Yes, you can.
Okay. Well, I just rolled. It's going to be +2 regardless, so 11 still.
Still 11? Okay.
Or unless you want me to roll, but...
No, we're going to
Probably
use the
won't do
same
better.
die. Yeah, we're going to use the same dice roll. I was just going to let you add the +1 if you are able to do that.
Nah. Still 2. So we'll do the 11.
Okay. Well, good news is that you're aiming for a 10. So you are able to tumble your way out of this horde underneath the table. You pop it up and kind of give a shout over to Nova Seeker. What command are you yelling to them to get them to help you?
Hey, Nova. You care for a duet? I can use those strong soccer legs of yours. And I'll point to the center
Just
of
to
the
clarify, interacting with the object is a free action. It doesn't take any of my action or
Yeah.
bonus action or anything.
Yes, because we're using a dynamic object, I'm allowing this to be as part of your free action as well. but you're holding your action until it's time for this to happen. So if they move out of the way or anything like that, there's always that.
Exactly.
Okay.
But Salem
That
is
kind of what.
Go ahead.
Nope. That's yep.
Okay. Blossom Seeker is tumbled underneath this table, is kind of propped up below it, holding it, their hands ready to pop up so that Nova Seeker can kick it towards this horde. So it'll kind of just put you right here.
Perfect.
Okay, that is your turn. Or actually, here-
Arya should still go.
yes. Yes.
Because Arya goes on my turn, right? Yes. I think Arya's gonna hit.
I think it's your bonus action to command them. Is that right?
Oh, okay. I think so.
Yeah, which is fine because you're still holding your action for the pop. Yeah.
Then I will bonus action have Arya hit this one here. Hopefully. No. An 8.
No, not with an 8, unfortunately. Arya tries to jump at them, but at the same time, they're ducking down, grabbing food to shove in their face, and it just goes right over the top of them.
Oh, baby. All right.
Okay, and then you're holding your action for that combo. Next off is the trencherman that you just attacked with your familiar. They noticed that the fox or whatever creature jumped over-ish. It looks sort of like one. Anyway, it jumps over them. They notice it. They are, in fact, one of the cultists. That one was your server. It has his athame out, and it is going to try to stab your cute little critter.
Or not.
That was a 13 to hit.
Miss.
Very nice. It swipes at the familiar while still trying to stuff food in their face, because, that's what they do, and miss. Your familiar jumps back out of the way. Now, next up, we have Melody. And Melody, you are currently bleeding. For the audience, I'll explain that blood's flowing freely from an unstaunched wound. Every step, every action taken causes you more pain and bleeding. Except for free actions, every action taken by the afflicted deals the number of damage, minus the con mod, minimum 1. Now, you currently have bleeding 2 on it, so it would be 2 minus whatever your con modifier is if you have a con modifier. But it's going to be minimum 1 no matter what. And it's going to damage you every time you do a movement or an action or a bonus action. You can use a full round action, or another Magi-Knight can use the standard action to make a medicine skill check against the initial roll to resist and remove the condition on a success. If the skill check fails by 5 or more, you immediately take the bleeding penalty as if you had just taken an action. Alternatively, any amount of healing from a magical source will remove this condition. That way you all know how that works. So, Melody, with that in mind, or Soul Seeker, I should say, what are you doing?
I'm glad you reminded me about the bleeding because I was trying to remember if that was this character. I guess I'm going to have to use my Shard of Mending because I don't want to take any damage, but I still want to do my turn.
Fair enough.
So... Ooh, I'm way more than I needed, darn it.
Hey, better to have more than you need than less than you need.
Yeah, it's true.
But you are now fully healed, Melodies. And you got a giant crustacean right in front of you.
Yes, I'm going to attack him. Is a 15 a hit?
A 15 does not hit.
Ah, so close. Do we have a buff? I can't remember.
No, she was not able to cast that last turn because it's an action to cast that spell.
Oh, okay. Then I will try my bonus action. Ooh, that's definitely hit a 20.
Yes, that definitely hits.
7 damage.
7 points of damage. Your claws scrape along the shell of this creature, cutting into it and doing a little bit of damage. Not a hell of a lot, though, when you think about it.
Uh-huh.
But that's your action and your bonus action. You still have your movement if you want to use it.
No, I'll just stay here.
That's fair. With Melody, turn over, we come to Cacophony. What you got going on?
Oh, I'm surrounded by guys. They hit real hard. Why did you do this to me, Matt?
I don't know. I'm just a horrible
Why'd you do
person.
this to my boy? Okay. I want an explosion around myself.
Drop
Okay.
that base.
First off, I'll do the narrative after I know the effects of it because I want to do something cool, but it doesn't make sense if it doesn't go off right.
Oh no, it does. It totally does.
Why is everybody rolling 3s today?
That's harsh. What is it? You just can't crit fail on it. I'm blanking.
Yeah, 15. You have to hit the target number of 15 to do full damage. I believe it's half.
Okay,
if you
half
miss.
damage. That's right.
So it's still 4 to everything.
Okay. You just create an explosion of sound coming from centered right on you, blasting into the creatures that seem to be pretty stalwart and only takes a little bit of damage.
Damn. Okay.
That's your action. You got anything else?
Crush the. Oh my god, which shard was it? Was it Solidarity or Fate that gives me inspiration? Whichever one.
You tell me.
Solidarity. And then that's my turn.
And then that's your turn. Okay.
And then you're gonna kill me. And it's gonna be bad. I'm gonna be
Probably.
upset.
It'll be all right. I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need a cool backstory. Like a
Yeah.
good tragic backstory.
Exactly. Well, at the end of David's turn, it is another one of the cultists in the kitchen. The guy here represented in white next to Aisha. They have a chef knife in their hand, and they are going to attempt to stab you. Oof, but they rolled a 7.
9 too low.
Yeah, that was sad. Okay, that's it for their turn. Next up is the legs of this crustacean. The legs seem to move on their own accord, and this thing is big. This thing is very big, and it's going to kind of start trampling forward towards you, both Skyseeker and Soulseeker, and another one of those cultists that are right there. So I need all three of you to make roll to resist physical.
Ooh, I failed horribly. I got a 3 after rolling a 1.
Oof. The cultists did manage to with their 21.
I have a little thingy on my thing that the little inspiration is checked off. Does that mean I can have a chance to reroll? Use it? Or is that not supposed to be checked off?
I don't remember. Honestly, it's been a while, so I don't remember. So let's just go with it. Go ahead and re-roll it, and then take that mark off.
It's now off.
It says a type of point that allows you to use student abilities, combos, reroll dice, and other things.
Yeah, so she's allowed to. Huh?
I don't remember where it came from. It's been there a while. But it's gone now.
Okay. Well, unfortunately, that is a failure for Melody, who is going to be taking 10 points of damage from missing.
I'll use my opportunity attack.
You can use your opportunity attack. I will resolve that in 1 second. Melody, as you take this attack, you are also going to be taking 1 stress point, and I also need you to make a roll to resist magic.
What's that? +5? Are you kidding me?
Oof. Yeah, your rolls are not in favor for you. Unfortunately, you also take the drained condition.
Okay.
You also watch as its body kind of just smashes into the wall next to it and kind of breaks it a little bit. I'm trying to move this thing, so bear with me a second. There we go. Smashing through the wall, it's going to end up just a little bit farther right here.
Am I under it now?
You're technically under it. It is right above you. You're kind of crouched down because you did a tuck and roll to dodge, and you're crouched on your feet right now underneath the thing. At the same time, Starseeker, you made your attack. That your first one was a 17. The 17 just hits.
I didn't even mean to roll that. I was just looking to see if I had range at the time, but I'll take it. How do I do damage? I hit this button over here?
Yeah. That was your first roll, so I'm taking it.
It's 11 points of damage.
11 points of damage. You also notice as the legs come down and smash Soul Seeker, and she gains the drain condition, you notice that a twinkling of dark energy is pulled from her into the legs. This twinkle of energy seems to move up the legs and into the body. And the body, after being hit by Aisha's slashes, that energy seems to come up into the body, and that slash partially heals.
Don't like that.
Didn't heal all the way, you'll notice, but it did heal somewhat. Go. Next up is the crystalline horror that is around Cacophony. Cacophony had just smashed it with their explosion, and I feel like it's really only fair if the thing does it back. So I'm going to need you to make a roll to resist magic, Cacophony.
Sure. I'm supposed to be good at this, which means I will undoubtedly fail. 14.
14, unfortunately, is not enough.
Yeah.
You do have your coin, however, I will remind you.
I do have that coin. Fuck it, let's go.
Briefly.
2 minutes into the episode, let's do it. 15. Is that enough?
15 is exactly what you needed.
Thank God.
So you are able to duck down and kind of roll a little bit as the surge of energy just explodes out from them and barely miss you. Nova Seeker, I heard you trying to ask something. What's up?
Aisha cast Amplify, right?
No.
Nope.
On their last turn?
No.
Nope.
Oh, do we not have an amplify up? I
You do
thought we
not
did.
have an Amplify up right now. Aisha
wasn't
talked
rolling
about
with
it.
it.
Okay.
Yeah, Hana mentioned it, but they weren't able to because it's an action to cast that spell. And they had already
Got
attacked.
it. Okay. Noted. Good to know.
Well, I think it's going to end up, since it missed this time, it's going to use its once-a-day ability to shard volley and make you roll to resist again, Cacophony.
Hey, Matt, what time is it?
6:39.
Like in the game?
Oh, in the game, it's let's see, you've been there a little over an hour because you were just in your fourth course. Yeah, I'd say it's a little after 7 o'clock.
Okay, it's been 19 hours since the start of the day. Are you sure they haven't already used that?
Yes, I am very sure. But thank you for checking. I appreciate you looking out.
18.
18. Wow.
I was like, ooh, David's gonna do something cool. David, no, just
No.
some rules lawyering.
No, it's
All
just
right.
it's just me being a shit.
Yeah, I was expecting that. So you no longer have the random Rhapsody coin, unfortunately, but good news, you survived 2 shard volleys, which is pretty damn good.
They just kind of stood there and they just like flew past.
Yeah, they just kind of swirled about you really, really fast, trying to hit you with energy, but they failed. So that's good.
They expected me to dodge, but I did not.
Katrina,
This is the best tactic.
You are up next, and you are literally under a gigantic prawn. I can't imagine the sight that you're seeing down there. It's got to be horrifying. But anyway, what you got going on?
I don't know what to do. There's too many targets.
Find one and punch it.
If you kill
I know. I have a feeling this cultist is going to attack me next. But I guess I'll try to take out the leg that's right next to me. I'll just try to whip it. Whip it with my little
I do
cane.
want to remind people that we did determine, like, at the end of the last session that a good idea is probably to just leave.
We're kind of surrounded.
I'm in the kitchen. I'm very stuck in the kitchen right now.
I have a giant enemy standing over my head.
Did we determine that? I thought everyone was trying to convince me that we need to stay and fight it out, and that, like, boss battles are hard.
There was a really long discussion about which windows can be jumped out of and which can't.
Yeah.
The people in the kitchen missed this. Okay, where's my sheet gone?
Is the door blocked by this big guy now?
Oh no.
Oh, Matt, you're quiet. We can't hear
sorry.
you, bud.
No, the walls are actually smashed inward and broken now. The door is laying on the ground. This giant creature literally broke through the wall, connecting the kitchen to the dining room to get through it.
But, so we can't get through because of him standing there, right?
I mean, you are technically under him. Like, he's a gargantuan-sized creature. You could get under his legs. It will provoke an attack of opportunity, but you absolutely can get through that space.
Okay, well, I can't tell my next turn anyway, since I have to
Yes.
get rid of my condition.
Correct. Ashley, what's your roll?
I rolled a crit.
Damn right you
That's
did.
25 on the leg right next to me.
Roll that damage on the leg.
Only 5, apparently.
Ugh, that's upsetting.
Also ensnare it, but does ensnare do? I didn't write it down.
This is what, our third fight? Our third fight? I can't. And it's a boss fight already? Alright, cool.
Yeah.
Ensnare, if I roll higher on the dice than 16. I rolled a 20, so...
I feel like boss is a big word.
Ensnaring is triggered.
No, it's not!
No, like...
Hold on. Let Ashley say what she's saying.
Sorry.
Okay, this cannot affect an enemy of huge sides or larger. Does that count for the leg?
Let me see how I classified the leg.
The leg's small, but it's part of a creature, so...
Can you ensnare a horde? That's my question.
It just says target, so I'm assuming one thing within a horde.
Then, yeah, that would count. You can ensnare this leg.
It says one target hit by an attack becomes. It says if you roll a 16 or higher, ensnare is triggered. One target is hit by the attack becomes restrained. You can only attack the target while you're ensnaring them. And I can release them as a free action, which immediately removes the restrain condition. I'm not sure what the restrain condition is going to do, but I can attack again with my other hand.
Well, I'll let you know what restrained does while you're hitting. Restrained, their move action is 0. They can't cast spells or use reactions. The target of your ranged weapon attacks reduced to 5 feet. They have disadvantage on roll to resist dex. and they have to try to break free of it.
So I rolled with my other hand and got an 18.
18 does hit. Are you doing it to the same one you ensnared?
Yep. I think I have to attack the same one again.
Got it.
No, you don't have to, no.
No, I'm still attacking it. So
Might
that's
as well.
4.
4 more points of damage to the leg you have ensnared with your whip.
And because I hit it twice, I'm able to attack again.
Nice.
So that's one thing about attacking the same one. It has to be the same one, so I found out. That one's only a 10. I don't think that hits.
That will not hit, unfortunately.
No, I ensnaggled it, so it was awkward.
Yeah, you have it
You did, you
ensnared.
got it.
You did so
It
good.
hurt it a
Wait,
little.
but-
It's tangled.
But oh my god, all 3 damage dice were 1s.
Oof. It's so harsh.
Yep, I don't know what the rules are today. I got a couple of good ones, but overall our rolls have been bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's all I can do.
I'm going to look at one thing here. Okay, I think since next off is that cultist that's right next to you, Sky Seeker, I think what it's going to try to do is it's going to try to break the restraint condition you have on its leader's leg. This is as a standard action, you or an ally, he's an ally, can attempt an opposed skill check. So we're going to have to make an opposed skill check to try to do this. It's going to be an athletics skill check. So you roll in athletics and I'll roll in athletics. Damn.
I didn't roll horrible, but
You didn't, but that
Cultist is
nat
too
18, yeah. He comes running over, grabbing the whip that's been wrapped around this leg, and just rips it off. Good news is that used his action.
well,
Let's see, does he have a bonus action? He does not. Okay. That's it for that guy's turn then. Next up, we have the Mater D down here. I'm going to have the Mater D come running up 5, 10, 15, 20 feet. Yeah, I think he's going... Let's see. Blossom Seeker is underneath the table, crouched down. He really doesn't have a good shot on them. So they're going to be attacking Nova Seeker. Let's see here. They held their hands out and began saying these magical incantations. A ball of air comes forming in their hand, and they launch it towards Nova Seeker. That's a 13 to hit. 13 misses. You're able to throw up your shield and block it just in time.
Handily so.
Next up, we have this horde of mind-controlled people. Trying to decide the best course of action for them.
Of course. We're in a restaurant.
Heyo.
Heyo! Where's my little thing? There we go. I think what they're going to be doing is they're going to be moving up to surround David even more. Poor Cacophony.
Why you gotta do this? They got up on top of a table to get to me.
Yeah, they kind of did, didn't they? They move as a horde. What can I say? I need a roll to resist physical, please.
$19.
19 does save.
All that practice during lunchtime is paying off.
Yeah.
Okay, next up is another group of another horde. This is the horde that was eating the food off the floor, but now that it's done, they're going to be moving. Gonna move 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. Action to dash. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Right there. They're coming up on your group. They're getting close, but they can't grab anybody just yet. However, we do have the group that Salem just kind of dodged out of the way of. I'm only having one of them move because they're going to try to hit you under the table. They obviously saw you where you were, so I need the same thing from you, a roll to resist physical.
No, 9.
Oof, that is a failure. You are going to take 8 points of damage.
Okay, I can take it.
And they're kind of trying to pull you out from underneath that table, but you're pinned, you're down there, so you're kind of holding on to the legs, unable to pull yourself out, or they're unable to pull you out. Last group is the next group of the mind-controlled humans that are surrounding Nova Seeker. Same thing, Nova Seeker. I need a roll to resist physical.
How do I roll that again?
It's either a strength, a dex, or a con save that you have proficiency in, if you have proficiency in one of those three. Otherwise, it's just your choice.
Got it. So 12?
12 is a failure. They are pummeling you as well. You take 8 points of damage.
Jesus. Wow. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Next up, we have the Hugh Yeklum, the Voracious Gourmand. He is got 2 attacks that he's going to be doing. He's first going to send those. He kind of turns a little bit and is looking down and looks at both Melody and Sky, or Soul Seeker and Sky Seeker, and he's just like, ha ha ha! I will get you! As he reaches down with those hungry claws. First one is going to Soul Seeker. That's a 16. Does a 16 hit?
Sorry, I spaced out. Let me check. Oh no, I closed my character sheet.
Okay. Well,
yes, it does hit.
Yes, it does hit. Okay. Then that is 13 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oof, okay.
And I need you to make an athletics check.
Oh, that's the wrong one. Sorry.
Okay. Looks like you rolled a... You good?
Yeah, 13.
Okay, a 13 unfortunately is a failure. You are now restrained. It clamps on you with its claws and lifts you up.
Oh, okay.
Is looking at you right now. Second claw attack is going for Skyseeker. That's a 17.
That hits.
11
I'm
points of
down.
bludgeoning damage. So unfortunately, you cannot. Well, you will be able to make your athletics check still. You take that hit, and immediately you hear this sound. Your crystal fractures. But in that moment, you hear the voice of the Wanderer calling out, "No, Katrina! It's not time yet. You can still win this. You've got to stand up. You got to fight. You know what you can do. Just you have to choose to stay alive." And as you know, if you can choose to take a second fracture of your crystal to return to 1 hit point.
I'll do that. Where do I put the fractures on my character sheet?
Crystalline fractures underneath stress above student HP.
There you go.
Yeah, I had to do that too, actually, on my turn. Or actually, when I got hit, I mean.
Is that on the roll 20 sheet?
Yes.
Yeah, it's on the
It's on the
right-hand
right.
side.
Underneath characteristics above combat forms in the middle of the 3x2.
Where stress and exhaustion are, it's the next one.
On
I'll
the
put a
right
screenshot.
side.
Oh, there. Okay.
Got it?
2 fractures.
And Soul Seeker, did you say you went down as well?
Yeah, I had to take 2 fractures to stay up.
Okay. From this last attack?
Yes.
Got it.
And I rolled a 1 on my athletics, so I'm restrained as well.
Okay. You are both restrained. And the thing is holding you aloft. You had gone unconscious, but you wake up and you try to wiggle out, but that pincer is too tight. He looks at the both of you, and he kind of chuckles a little bit and says, "Oh, these ones are too small." And he throws the both of you, using his bonus action, across the room. You both hit the back wall with a thud and slide down it against the back wall of the kitchen.
But they take no damage.
No, they're not going to take damage for this.
How kind of you.
Nobody big go near him.
Damian, it's your turn. Salem is still underneath that table waiting to throw it.
Yeah. Yeah, he is. Okay. Yeah, let's try that.
Okay. You need to make an athletics check to hit this table. Since the two of you are working together, it is lowering the DC to hit these cultists down here. So make for me an athletic check.
14.
14. You yell ready, and Blossom Seeker pops that table up. You jump and do one of those spinning soccer kicks like the dude from Final Fantasy X, and the table just goes flying, smashing into this group of cultists down here that were pulling at Blossom Seeker. The table smacks them all, boom, and they go falling down to the ground with the table on top of them. So they are currently restrained.
Noted. I can't move through the horde, can I?
You can try. That's another
Okay.
athletics check.
There is also the full round action that you can do that gives you a move and also doesn't provoke opportunity attacks.
That's true.
But that's just your move speed once, and that's like your whole action.
No, I'll try to move through. Like, I want to try to escape them. So I'll try to do that. You said athletics check?
Yeah, because basically they're getting their reaction to try to grab you and hit you as you're jumping away from them. So give me an athletics check.
Is this like a disengage type thing?
It's
Like-
not a disengage type thing. You're basically just dodging their attack as you move away.
Okay. A 9. Fuck
No.
these rolls.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's not enough to get... You are able to get away from them, but you are still going to be taking the damage. There is 4 of them, therefore the damage is 8.
I'm down.
You're down as well. You go down, but in that moment you do hear the Wanderer calling out, "Luck doesn't seem to be on your side, Damian, but you can pull through. You can win this. You just have to stay up." And I assume you're taking your second fracture.
Sure. Yeah, why not? I'll bonus action use my Shard of Mending.
Okay.
What do I do to use that? Roll what?
It's a free action for you.
and
Free action?
yeah, it's a free action.
Just for the Shard of Mending, and only for using it on yourself. It's a free action.
I thought it was a bonus action.
Nope, as a free action, it says it. Which mending did you say you're
Oh,
using?
okay. Mending. Or whatever I think I only bought the lesser one. The
Okay.
the
Then-
smallest one, the cheapest one.
Then it's 1d12 plus 1.
1d12 plus. Damn, I should have done this before I moved. I guess that's 4.
4 points of
Roll the
healing.
3.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So 4 points of healing to you, and you are able to move away from the horde that's around you.
Okay. I'm gonna move. Just. Can I do partial? Can I like move partially and then do my action and then move again?
I don't see why not.
Okay. Because I'd like to move here to the bathroom doorway, and then I'd like to cast Explosion on the horde that just attacked me.
Okay.
Then I'll click that. It's gonna be 16 to hit.
That is going to do full damage.
Okay. It's gonna be 6 points of damage.
6 points of
They're
damage.
still up.
They are still up, but the entire group is looking severely hurt.
Okay. And then I'd like to duck inside this restroom here. I assume they're
Oh,
gonna be on the
actually,
phone.
this guy here was taken out by your explosion.
Oh, tight. Okay, cool. Then do I have to try to avoid getting hit again by
No.
finishing my movement?
Once
Okay,
you
cool.
get past the horde, you're able to move around him.
Yeah, and then I'll duck in here, and there's no way I can like hold the door closed. Just
n-
until my turn, or lock it.
there isn't a lock to the bathroom. I'll just tell you that now. Sure, you can grab onto the handle and hold it.
Just to like limit the amount of damage I take until my next turn.
Fair enough. Next up, we've got another one of these cultists, the last chef in the kitchen, who just had to duck when 2 Magi-Knights went flying next to them. I will tell you... Oh, yes. Sorry, Salem. You do still get your held action.
Awesome. It's easy, quick. I'm gonna do the surge with the spell. So that's gonna give me with Arya. So it's gonna give me 4 times your Magi-Knight level plus your MAM for temp HP.
Okay.
So I think that should just be
So that'd be.
5.
What's your MAM?
Magi-Knight level 1.
Yep. So that's 1 times 4. That would be 4 plus your MAM.
Which I think is just 1.
Oh, really? Really?
Wait, no, it's not. I lied. I know words. It's actually 3. So 7.
So 7 temporary hit points to you.
Yes.
There you go. Just make sure you mark that on your sheet.
Got it. And that's gonna be my action.
Okay. That was your held action. Now we got that cultist. He is right there. Sees the 2 Magi-Knights sprawled out against the wall, barely just kind of on their butts laying there. He's going to take a stab. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. I guess Melody is the closer one, so take a stab at Soul Seeker. Oof, 23 is going to hit.
Fucking Christ.
Yikes, yeah.
So, funny thing is the last game I played, I was rolling garbage all night long. And I guess my luck has spun around again as they do 6 points of piercing damage to you.
Okay, 2 more fractures.
2 more fractures to Melody. Things are looking kind of grim for our Magi-Knight heroes. Aisha, you're up next.
Okay. Would people be comfortable with me taking one of the dynamic objects? Cool. Now I
Yeah,
figure
do it.
Still 2 of them.
Do whatever you need to do.
So I'm going to smash that crystal with my sword. I'm going to take the -2 to hit to increase my damage by 4.
Okay.
But I want to as my dynamic object, hit a valve as I'm swinging to release steam or something to give me that +1, so that that's a net -1.
Huh?
You know, just
Let me think here. I'm trying to think of a way to work this.
I'm just imagining there's probably pipes and stuff for the water.
Yeah, so I mean, you're at. So which one are you trying to do? Which bonus are you trying to get? Just the +2 to weapon attack roll?
Oh, so +2. Yeah.
Yeah. Some examples of dynamic object bonuses are add 2 to a weapon attack roll.
Yeah.
Double.
I thought it was +1.
Okay. But if you're trying to do something else, like you mentioned hitting something, so for
I was just giving flavor. I thought I had to give flavor for it. As
Well,
part of it.
So this is what here's another thing you could do. You could hit that same pipe and because you're in a kitchen, there's a lot of exposed pipes. You hit one, it goes spraying hot water at them. Instead of getting a +2 to a weapon attack roll, I would allow you to use that as a distraction to get advantage on an attack.
Yes. Although I plan to hit the crystal.
Okay, so I thought you were hitting the guy next to you.
No, I'm hitting the crystal. I've decided that thing is powered by dark crystal magic, and we destroy the crystal, we destroy it. Don't tell me if I'm right or wrong. That is what's in Aisha's mind.
Okay, so Yeah, so I'm just going to be completely honest. Like it's a crystal, so you can't really distract it.
Yeah.
And like we can say that you hit the water thing with your swing to give you that +2 to the attack roll, which
Yeah.
like the water on it makes it a little more weird and brittle. I'll go with that if that works for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was my original idea.
Gotcha. See, I was
Yeah.
confused. I thought you were aiming for the cultist in front of you.
No, that's fair. She could have been a bit clearer. So yeah, okay. So after that's all said and done, since it's minus 2 plus 2, I just had to swing roll normally.
Mm-hmm.
Really? Fine.
I was gonna give it a DC, the AC of 10 because it's a crystal. It's not moving anywhere.
Yeah.
But you
You
rolled
could,
a
in fact, say that it has -5 dex.
This is hopeless. This is hopeless.
Y'all are having some terrible rolls tonight, unfortunately.
We're gonna die. These dice are gonna kill us. They're gonna end the show tonight.
I have a speed of 35. I'm gonna move out of here.
Okay.
Is he gonna take an attack of opportunity?
He will take his attack of opportunity at you with that knife. That's a 14 to hit.
Does not hit.
Does not hit. Very nice. As you're passing and going around this wall here, I will point out a couple things. These two doors that you can see right here and right here, these are the walk-in doors. You can clearly tell that they're walk-ins. A walk-in freezer and a walk-in refrigerator. Because, it's just that big corrugated aluminum edging, their big door with a window in the center. It looks kind of like something off of a submarine or something. So it's very obvious what those are. This third door, the one that Melody is currently leaning against after being stabbed, looks like a dock door, a door to the outside.
Okay. 5, 6, 7. Get closer to me, and I can use barrier on you. That's my turn.
That's your turn. Top of the turn order. Why don't we go ahead and take our break now? Because it's 7:13, and I feel like when we get through turn order a second time, it's going to be kind of later in the day, in the evening. So why don't we do this now and let our Magi-Knights strategize a little bit? Because thanks to these dice rolls, this is getting a little hairy for our heroes. So we will be back in about 10 minutes, folks, to continue on with this battle. Stay tuned. Howdy, everybody. We are back, and things are looking a little dire for our heroes. Let's get on into it. We are at the top of the turn order, and Salem is up first. We've had a few of our Magi-Knights take some crystalline fractures. They are hurting. They are worried. But this is Magi-Knights, where anything can change at the drop of the hat, and things right now have been mostly dire due to bad rolls. So, let's see what happens next. Salem, you're up.
All right. I'm not fully gonna leave, but I would like to. I don't know. Would I be able to bust through the window if I disengage? Just like run and go through it? Or
Well,
would I
so
need an action?
so here's the thing. You don't need to disengage. Oh, wait a minute. No, there is one person next to you. I was going to say the restrained ones you don't have to worry about, but there is one still next to you. So to answer your question, yes, it's a full round. You have to use it's your full round action. You can move up to 60 feet. Could you crash through the window? You can try. It's going to be an athletics check of 10.
All right. I think I'm going to do that. And I'm gonna try to get through this window and to get right there.
Yeah, you're literally jumping over a table that is crushing a bunch of people, kind of, vaulting over that, and then diving through a window, almost like the Cowardly Lion from The Wizard of Oz.
Oh, yeah. Exactly. And then you said athletics?
Athletics check.
Here we go.
You're good at movie references.
11.
11. That is a success. You go running over to the window, diving through it. You land in the soft grass on the other side.
All right. And then bonus action, she is still in range, so I'm going to still have her...
Well, it's a full round action, so it's using everything you got.
Never mind. Then we are good.
But you can move your full 60 feet.
All right, sweet.
Now, there's a window in this bathroom. Now, I recall last time we played, you said there were no windows in the bathroom?
You rolled to remember whether or not there are windows in the bathroom, and you couldn't. Yeah. But now that you're in there, you can see at the far back end, there is a window back there that has curtains on it. It was kind of hard to miss. There's also that bathroom attendant who's sitting there. Who's never really relevant, so I didn't put him in there, but he's definitely there. And he's looking at you very confused as you're like in armor and you're just holding this door, and then you look back and there's this old dude. He's got to be like in his late 70s at least. Like tight skin on a withered skeleton kind of frame. He's wearing a tuxedo with a bright red bow tie, and when you look at him, he just kind of holds his hand out and offers you a mint.
He's never eaten the food here.
I'm taking the mint for sure.
You're taking more food?
Of course he is.
I'm taking a mint. This guy, he's being kind. Anyway, it's not my turn. Let's move on.
It is not your turn. It is the end of Salem's turn, and who's next is one of the trenchermen. They saw you go into the bathroom, but that summoned spirit is right there. Oh, which actually you weren't able to do anything with because you couldn't use your bonus action. They are going to try to attack the little critter that's been trying to hit them.
Okay.
11. That is going to miss.
Mm-hmm.
Next up, we have Melody with Cacophony on deck. Soul Seeker. I got to get better at using the right names. What you got going on?
Okay, I'm going to use my standard action to make a mysticism con check. What was the number for the roll to resist for my drained condition before?
Let me take a look here.
I guess actually only you need that information.
Yep, I see it. It wasn't all that big, so go for it.
Okay. Mysticism. So I'm just going to click on my mysticism and then adjust it with my con manually because I don't want to have to type it all out.
Fair enough. Although if you do click on the gear on the right side, there's a toggle that pops up that you can change skills.
Oh.
But it's okay.
Oh my gosh, I probably failed anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Ow.
I'm going to take an exhaustion point to pass because it says I can do that.
Okay. You take an exhaustion point to succeed.
Yes. And then I'm going to risk getting hit by this guy and try to escape out the door.
Okay. He is going to take a swipe at you. 17.
Jesus.
Okay.
It doesn't matter what the damage is because you only had 1 hit point. You do go down. Sky Seeker, you are able to use your reaction to heal.
I can use my reaction to cast
Is that 5 fractures?
No, I'll be at 6 if I take the second one.
So 1 point of exhaustion for me, and I will cast the cure on.
So I get 8.
8 points of healing to you.
Okay, so I'm just at 5 fractures, not 6?
You are at 5. You are at 5 fractures, not 6. You do take the fracture for going down, but in that moment, your friend Skyseeker reacts and casts her healing magic. The energy coalesces around you, solidifying just a little bit, and heals you those 8 points.
Thank you. Okay, now I'm running out the door.
That's valid. You can go. You can click on the door, and it'll open for you.
Oh, sweet.
And you can see a parking lot in the area around you. Obviously, a loading dock.
Yes. Okay. I'll just ignore that half space, I guess. What's this yellow area?
The yellow area, that's like where the trucks pull into.
So I can walk on it, right?
Yes, yeah. There's no. It has nothing to do with anything with you guys. It's just the yellow lines on pavement.
Okay, and then are those steps that go down to the grass?
Down here, yeah, there are some steps that go down towards this grassy area.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna go this way. I hope I'm not making the wrong choice. Oh, is there nothing over this way? It's just showing. Oh, is that inside the restaurant?
No, you're outside. You're outside the restaurant right now. You should be able to.
No, I mean,
You join me in the bathroom.
I was trying to walk around the back of the restaurant to the front. Can I walk around this side later?
Yeah, it'll take you a while to get there, but you can absolutely get there.
Okay.
That
yeah,
is the way you go.
Okay.
So yes, if you head south and continue heading south, you're going to go around to the front of the building. It's just down this way.
Okay, yeah, that's what I want to do in case the people in the front need help in the end.
Absolutely.
So I guess that's my turn.
Okay. Next up, we have Cacophony. Yeah, a lot of shit surrounding you.
God, I do have so many things.
I'm locked out. I can't see anything.
Wait, am I the only person left over here?
Yeah, dog.
Fuck.
Use instant
You said to
transmission.
run.
I know I did. Oh god. Okay. I'm also going to use my the super fucking disengage and get.
The window smashed out over here. I don't know which one's closer. I can't see in there.
No, I'm gonna go in with the kitchen. Cause y'all have a bigger group out here. I'm gonna come up here adjacent to you.
Okay, so you are trying to run through these two hordes?
with the disengage, with the full round, get out of dodge.
Okay. Yeah, technically with...
Because you did say we can move underneath the big guy, right?
Yeah,
That
you
he's
can...
big enough that we can get...
Yeah,
Okay.
you can move underneath him. He is huge, but you are able to move underneath him. And with the full round disengage, yeah, you would be able to get all the way down to that point.
Sad thing is David didn't even need to duck underneath him. He's that short. Just walk.
If you have 5 more feet of movement, if you go adjacent to me, I can cast barrier if you get attacked in the interim.
Oh, I didn't see you here. So yeah, I'm gonna get where I'm adjacent to both people.
Fair enough.
Everybody else is leaving. You guys need to get out of here. Go around, regroup. We're gonna funnel everybody through.
Melody ran.
That's the plan.
I'm going to make sure that nobody follows you.
You are not staying behind.
No, I'm not.
How beat up do you look?
Very.
I started this. I'll take responsibility and get us out of this. You go out front.
This is not about who started what. I don't care. The reality of this situation is that we are too exposed in here. There are too many enemies. We need to get out, regroup, and gain the advantage. Go.
Okay. Next off, what happens is y'all hear something, which kind of, is a bit of a surprise.
What? Somebody just shot Nova Seeker.
Why Nova Seeker?
Nova Seeker goes down.
The old man in the bathroom.
Nova Seeker goes down.
The old man.
Old man had a gun.
Colonel Mustard.
It was hidden in the mints.
It was the mint.
It was...
It exploded in my mouth when I put it in. Saliva was the catalyst.
Next up, we have one of these cultists. They are going to be moving up to protect that crystal that they saw Aisha or Star Seeker attack. They are going to... Let's see. They are going to be sending a bolt of freezing energy at Star Seeker.
Star.
That's a 15 to hit.
That does not hit.
That does not hit. Nice. Ball of ice goes flying over your head. Next up, we have the critter's legs, because that's a thing. And they are just going to be moving 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 feet to right there. And it is going to be attacking David. Cacophony, because they're right there. I need you to make a roll to resist physical.
Why you gotta make me do things I'm bad at?
Because I'm a horrible person.
20.
Wow.
20, I'm so bad at this, Matt.
Yeah, you are so bad. You see this giant leg come sweeping at you. You dodge. You just duck back down, crouching, as only the tiny David can do, and it goes right over your head. Next up, we got a crystalline horror. Let's see, how many feet can they move? They can move 30 feet. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So its parts are all moving to right about here. They are sending out... Yeah, I think this is going to be their mirror ray attack. Which is... Oh, wait a minute, no, that does something else. This is a crystalline volley. It's the same thing. It's the same range. I need you to make now a roll to resist magic.
Who?
Of course.
David?
I'm assuming it's me. That's a crit.
Wow.
It doesn't do anything on this, but that's a crit.
That
Unless it
is
does.
so upsetting. No, a crit is an automatic success no matter what. They're coming towards you, Cacophony. They're sending these crystalline shards of energy at you, but you just managed to throw up the turntable and knock it away. Next up, we have Katrina. Skyseeker. What you got going on?
I'm debating on whether I try to go after that crystal or run. Or both.
You could mana strain, beam it, and then.
That's what I was wondering. Take them. Well, not the mana strain. I could take the clarity shard.
You can use your clarity shard as a bonus action if you want.
Use the clarity shard as a bonus action. Get some mana back. Beam it, and then run.
Yeah.
And hope that I don't go down. I have more.
What are you beaming?
The crystal. First I have to get some mana back with the clarity. That's 1d10 plus level. Really? 2?
That's enough. You said you had 1 MB.
I was at 2, so now I have 4.
Oh.
These fucking rolls.
Right.
Well, it gives me enough to cast
Unbelievable.
beam, but that's about it. I was hoping for something better. I will try beaming the crystal.
You're aiming at the black crystal, the one that was growing in the wall?
Well, unless there's another crystal, I only see one crystal.
Well,
that's over
there's the
behind.
crystalline horrors, the creature. That's
No,
why I'm
still
confirming.
going after the crystal.
Okay.
And then I'm going to be running out the door.
Good news is you already know what the AC is.
Well, I missed.
Bad news is you rolled a 1.
Yep. That wasted a whole, 8 gems. And then I'm going to have to risk getting not killed. Because I have to run by him and then out.
Good news is he already used his reaction to attack Soulseeker.
So that's 30. Actually, I will go not in a straight line. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That's as far as I can go.
Okay. That's it for you. Next up, we have that dude. He was actually right here. I had to move him because I had to move the things, and I didn't move it back. I think, let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. They are sending out a thunderous word at Cacophony. But I rolled terribly too. Good news, I only rolled a 10.
The hubris of attacking Cacophony with sound.
I know. How dare he? How dare he? That's it for his turn. Next up, we've got the Maitre D's turn. They did see where Blossom Seeker went. They're going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 to right there. They're kind of sticking their head out the window, looking around. They do see you there. They are going to make an attack against you. Good news is you are going to get a +2 to your AC. Because they're shooting at you at a weird angle from a windowsill. But a nat 20 is a nat 20.
Yes, it is.
That would be 11 points of air damage.
All right. That's going to take me out, so I'll take the 2 fractures.
You will take the 2 fractures. You hear once again that loud crash. And you take your 2 fractures.
Your earth element?
Yeah, I mean, it would have done more damage to me, but it
Oh.
was still, regardless, it would have taken me.
I don't know. I do not know the circle.
No, I would have mentioned the fact that it did double damage because you are the Earth Elemental, but it didn't matter because you also only had the 1 hit point. Yeah. So. The Horde is moving up and is now pounding at the door that Nova Seeker is holding. We're going to be making opposed athletics checks to see whether or not they can open the door. Make an athletics check for me.
You got it. Athletics?
Mm-hmm.
23.
That's a lot better
Wow.
than the 12 I just rolled. So you feel them yanking on the door handle, trying to pull it open, but you just brace your feet, pull your back as straight as you can, and you hold that door closed. Let's see. The group that is currently restrained has to make an athletics check to get out of being restrained. 15, I'm going to say, is enough. They are able to throw the table off of them and get up once again. Let's see here. This group of 4 are going to be moving towards the door. 5, 30. Last group of 4 are going to come together. 5. Just going to have them move. That. Okay. Next up, we have the Voracious Gourmand's turn. Hugh Yecklum. David, you are the closest thing to it.
Yeah.
But I attacked it.
But there's literally a wall between you and it.
Oh, I can't tell. Dynamic lighting's a hell of a drug.
Yeah, it really is. 23 to hit, I assume hits.
No. Sorry.
13 points of damage.
As my reaction, I am going to cast Barrier. That's physical damage.
Yeah, it is bludgeoning damage.
Cool. Then that means... Oh, I'm not on the spell page. I went to the wrong page. I roll
Number d4 is equal to my man plus rep, minimum 1, so 4d4.
Oh my god, seriously?
Yeah.
Nice.
So it reduces the damage you take by 10.
So you're only going to take 3 points of damage from that attack.
That's real goddamn unfortunate.
Was that more than what you had?
Because David has exactly 3 hit points
Damn
right
it.
now.
David goes down.
Are you down and out, David?
No.
Okay.
Really has
However, in that moment, after your 6th crack, you do hear the voice of the Wanderer. The Wanderer is saying, "No, David! You're taking too many fractures. You need to get out of there. But you can at least stay alive if you want to."
How many times have we done this now?
Enough to know your answer, but still gotta play along.
You know I'm getting back up, Cat.
Be safe, David.
Not
Get
Cat,
out of
Cat,
there. Yeah, I know which cat you're talking to.
I realized it after I said it.
Go ahead and make your athletics check.
Nope.
You are restrained. And in that moment, it's raising you up. It looks at
trying to do.
It looks at you. It still has one more attack. It looks at you, David, and it says, "This is just a little shrimp." And it's going to attempt to engulf you with its gluttonous maw.
Oh my god.
You get too many crits.
I've rolled a lot of crits this game, y'all.
And we've rolled a lot of ones.
That's...
I can't. I don't. Yeah. Cool. Nice. TPK? TPK. Third boss battle. Third
so-
battle.
Sorry,
So, in that moment, David, the thing bites down upon you, and you hear, as your crystal shatters one more time. But then, as the claw raises upward, getting ready to shove you into its mouth is open. You're starting to slide down into it. In that moment, time freezes. You're hanging upside down now, looking upward at this odd sort of scene. The prawn's mouth is right around you, about to close downward. It just bit, and it's about to swallow you whole. I'm not going to worry about rolling damage because you only had one left. Actually, I am curious how much you would have done, but that's okay. We'll look later. But as you're hanging there, slowly just stuck, half in, half out of its gullet, the Wanderer is there next to you. It's kind of just sitting there in midair as the world seems to fade out into a grayish haze. The battle around you is growing indistinct and kind of just not quite there. The Wanderer says, David, I'm not sure what else we can do here. If you take any more damage whatsoever, this is it. You're going down in this creature's stomach. I don't know what else to do for you, but I couldn't leave without saying anything.
David has something in his fingers, twirling it about, that he pulled upon getting back up. A little purple shard. Same color as the iolite crystal embedded in his chest right now. This is way too early. But there's no other way to save everybody, is there?
I don't know, David. This creature, it seems much more powerful than your friends would normally have faced. I don't... What are you trying to do here, David?
My crystal has been cracked for so long. It's not healing. But I can feel it. All of that thrumming potential. If it shatters, it's gone. But if I can let it out... This isn't going to end well, is it?
The Wanderer looks at the shard in your hand. He looks into your eyes. Make for me a persuasion check.
Okay. Six.
Fuck. Fuck. Just fuck.
The Wanderer has this look of growing concern on his face, and he seems unconvinced. He says to you, David, do you know what you're asking me? Are you sure this is what you want to do?
I don't see any other choice.
There's always a choice. They could pull through. You never know. You never know what fate has in store for you.
I'm staring down the maw of the worst thing I've ever laid eyes on, with a crystal that I can feel is falling out of me. I know exactly what my fate is right now.
The
If I
Wanderer...
can give
Go ahead.
any of them a chance to get out of this, to win, to turn around, I'm going to take it. This is my team.
Our scene kind of fades backward. The Wanderer's eyes are gazing directly into yours, David. But for our audience, time seems to be rewinding. Not more than a week and a half ago in total. There's Mr. Voken. He's walking down the hall of the school. And David, you're there. It's towards the end of summer school. You just were making use of the computer lab. But there's Mr. Voken walking down the hall, and he sees you coming out of the lab, and, oh, David, it's nice to see you.
Oh, hey. Are you excited for that trip that we're gonna do?
Oh well, I really am. This has been a exciting thing. I get to get an award. I get to go to Portland. I've been looking forward to it.
I've been thinking about it, and the people that you have chosen for this are like I'm honored to be a part of it myself, of course, but they're the best and the brightest that this school has to offer. It's an outstanding team to look at it academically, but doesn't Coltrast offer so much more? Shouldn't we show off the breadth of everyone here?
Your words kind of spark this little glimmer in the dean's eye, and he looks at you and says, now that you mention it, that would be an interesting way to show off the great diversity we have at the academy. I don't suppose you have some suggestions.
Yeah, that's what I was here to kind of work on. And David hands 5 manila envelopes over, each one with a photo paperclip to the outside of our 5 Magi-Knights.
That's fucked up.
Our scene turns once again back to the restaurant. David being dangled by his legs in this claw as it's slowly being lowered down into the mouth of this creature. And the Wanderer's looking at you. He has this expression on his face. It's almost unreadable to the average person. But we, the audience, know that the Wanderer's expression is a cold and calculating one, a one that's weighing the odds, weighing the numbers, and looking beyond. And then the Wanderer says to you, if you're really sure, David, I'll support you as I always have. Describe for us what happens next, David.
David takes that iolite shard and shoves it into the one already on his uniform.
As you do
and it
so,
shatters.
The power just fills, filtering into your crystal, into your very soul, and what you feel is almost akin to like a Super Saiyan power-up. Energy begins to build up and explode outward. The grip of the claws holding you is forced open as this discordant blast of energy ricochets throughout the restaurant, making a sound kind of like this.
Soul oblation.
Energy erupts out of David. He goes flipping through the air, landing in a crouch there on the ground. Aisha, you are knocked off your feet you're unable to resist just the shockwave that comes off of David, who, as he touches down on the ground, he reaches down, grabs the heel of your shoe, and flings you backward, flying through the air out the door to the kitchen, where you land in the middle of the parking lot with a thud. David, it is your turn.
So, do we want to go over what soul oblation does? Because there's a lot of things here.
Yeah, please. Let's hear it.
Okay, I need to refine the page. I've been going all over this book.
It's on page 55 in the PDF. If you're looking
Okay.
at the new PDF.
I've been looking at this since you cracked.
Wait, 55.
Like, type 55 in the searchy bar. The page on 54, if you're looking at the actual
Number, or maybe 55 if you're looking at the number on the PDF. Yeah.
Sorry, I've gone all the way from like 50 to 59.
Are you on the old PDF?
Oh, here we go. 61. Yeah, on the 5.1 version.
Okay. I have the new one open.
Okay. Oh no, it's everybody within sight range of me.
Are you?
Well-
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No. Rules is written. I cannot do this yet, but it's cool.
Oh, okay. I was like, are you level 3? I didn't think you were.
Everybody within sight range of me receives an inspiration.
On the new PDF, it's all squad mates. It doesn't say anything about sight.
We're gonna go with all
Oh.
squad mates.
Okay. Yeah, everybody gets an inspiration point. I get a bunch of stuff. My health and magic are restored. I repair 3 fractures. I get an extra move standard bonus action, 10 HP, ignore stress and exhaustion, and all rolls become 10 if they're lower.
Does that mean
Mhm.
the die becomes 10, or like the total becomes 10?
The die.
No, like the
Okay.
die.
Yeah, when it says
Uh,
rolls, that always means the die.
Okay.
Yeah.
To be fair, it does say just skill check. It doesn't.
Attack
just-
roll,
Attack,
roll
attacks,
resist,
roll to
roll
resistance,
skill
skill checks is like the vast majority of things.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
It's your turn, David.
Are we going my turn? Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
it's literally your turn right now.
Okay. With everybody out of here, I can finally stop. I can finally go all out. Where did my character sheet go? First, these assholes that are left. We're gonna overcharge an explosion. Get them out of here. The crystalline dudes.
Okay.
For 14 damage to the horde.
14 damage to the horde is enough to take them out. Describe this for us.
It's just there are not 2 turntables. There are 4. There are 1 for each piece of the horde, and they move much more independently of David at this point. He sort of directs each one towards them. On the bottom is now its own like speaker, and it just lets out cacophonous kinetic energy like point blank into each one as they crack and shatter. That's what?
I'm done.
Okay. That was your action.
Bonus. I'm gonna let's try and trip this leg, because these are legs, right?
They are legs.
The little ones. I wanna trip the leg.
Wait,
I
are
want to
you
get this
still
thing knocked
in
prone.
the claw? Sorry, I missed that. Are you still in the claw?
No.
Big explosion happened, landed, superhero pose.
Yes.
Got it. Okay,
Mhm.
I missed that. Sorry.
Toss me out the door, good choice.
That one I caught. I caught the ankle throw out the door.
What is that? Just like a regular?
So Here, I'm going to give you a gimme. If you use a dynamic object and make an athletics check, it's a free action.
Okay. Yeah, cool.
Cooking oil?
13.
It rolled a 10. So here's what happens. You see that there's this long fucking pipe. You're guessing a gas pipe, but you're so overcharged that you just look down at it and kick it, and it cracks off. You then grab it with your arms and twist, flinging it across the kitchen, hitting the four legs with the spin of this gigantic pipe that knocks all four of the legs down.
You're making things cooler than I was going to. I just wanted the one.
Yeah, it's a fucking soul oblation, and you're doing it on a horde, so it works.
Yeah, sure.
But I mean, it's
Boomerang pipe.
Yeah, boomerang pipe, and you knock out the four legs because it's a horde, and the whole thing goes crumbling down with a crash.
Just Hiralcoats the fucking shrimp.
What else you got?
I want to... Is this thing all the way to the ceiling, or no?
Well, it was pretty close to it until you knocked it on its ass.
I'm gonna jump on its back.
Like as an attack?
Both... yeah, we're gonna combine both movement and attack into, like, one narrative action.
I mean, okay, sure.
Because I have that movement. That's, 20 feet plus however high up it is.
Yeah, no, you could very
I'm assuming
easily,
it's not
like,
more than 15.
like, it's on its back, so you could just jump on the tail as it's twitching back and forth, and then go running up to the center of its soft underbelly.
This is absolutely, like, David leaps up onto this, takes one of the turntables, takes the record off of it, throws it down so that it cuts into the belly, and then slams onto it with the speaker side down, and lets another explosion.
Okay, so you're using explosion as your bonus action?
Explosion as a rush, yeah.
Got it.
What do you use for your other standard action?
The first explosion that took out the crystals.
You get two, right?
Oh, I do get 2 standard actions, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so this could be a standard action if you want.
Oh yeah, nobody can see in this room.
Nope, nobody can. Or maybe Aisha can a little bit.
I can.
Yeah.
It's real cool.
So 11.
11 points of force damage. Absolutely.
That was okay. 16. Okay.
That was the second action you had. You still have a bonus action.
You know what? No. We'll make that one rushed, so it's only 6 points.
Okay.
Regular action amplify, bonus surge. Or flare.
Well, you use your bonus to do your second spell.
I get 2 standard, 2 move, 2 bonus.
Got it. Then, yeah, you absolutely could use that to surge as well. So that's going to give everyone what again?
Everyone +1 to attack rolls and resist, and as well, an extra 3 damage to the first damaging ability that you use.
So, everyone, even though you can't really see what's going on, you feel this surge of power and energy fill your body. You suddenly feel stronger for some reason. You're not entirely sure why, though Aisha in the parking lot is able to see what's going on.
Just like, cheers. happening.
Nova Seeker, it's your turn.
Sorry, I was making sure my mic is unmuted.
Yep.
Is that cool?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, legit. Cool. Yeah, so I think feeling that surge of power, he's gonna go ahead and let go of the door. Hopefully everybody falls down.
Uh-huh.
Because they're pulling so hard on it.
I'm going to make them roll a athletics check to see whether or not they do fall. 18, they managed to stay up.
Lucky bastards. Okay, so +1 to attack. Then I'm going to take the Shard of Clarity and whatever it is to use it, snort it.
Bonus
crush it,
action?
I don't know.
You just,
Inject it.
yeah, you just choose to use it, basically.
Choose to use it. So that's a D10 plus my level.
Uh-huh.
2. Nice. So that's 3 points of mana back.
God, you guys need to roll better.
I know. And then I'm going to use those 3 points to cast Explosion on the horde that's right in front of me.
I mean, good news is you didn't you didn't crit fail, but you are only going to do half damage.
Yeah, cool. 4 points of damage.
Plus the 3 from the Amplify.
Right. 7 points of damage.
Which is
so that's
enough.
for 10 to hit.
Which is enough to
Enough?
take this horde of cultists out.
Bruh. Tight. Then let me take a look and see what I can see. I only have 2. Having done that, I'm just gonna play it safe and grab the door and close it again.
Fair enough. Next up, we have one of the cultists. He sees Cacophony on top of its master, and it's going to take a shot at David using a searing word. 24 will hit. It would normally be that much damage, however, if I'm remembering correctly. Let's see.
I'm taking all the good rolls.
Yeah,
I know,
stop stealing
right?
all of the good rolls.
It's incredibly disheartening to feel so excited to roll and then roll, terribly.
Yeah.
No, I get that. I absolutely get that. It is very upsetting. Now you know how I feel most of the time. So
We don't feel bad for you, sorry.
it normally would do 5 points of damage, but as a Void Knight, I believe that's what you are, David. That's right.
Yes.
You're Void. Yeah. So it's going to do double damage at 10.
Oh. I thought we were going the other direction.
Yeah. No. Fire is strong against Void.
Okay. It hits him, and it singes. You can see it burn on the skin. But there is no reaction on the face. This is completely stoic. Serious face, small king.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. The cultist moves back a little bit to get right in the door. Aisha, Starseeker, you're up next.
Fuck. gonna attack the cultist in the door. Gonna-
Moving. Okay.
I'm not like mechanically prone, right?
Mechanically, no.
Okay, cool.
Is like how does half square work?
I know it's weird. Right here, and you're good.
Okay.
Thank you.
Where's my sheet?
That's 21, and that's a 16 on the d20.
So that is a staggering blow as well.
That is a staggering blow. Which I have on my bio, which means
I think it pushes him 10 feet.
Knock 10 feet to an empty space in the direction of my choice.
Yep.
But let's do damage first to see if it matters.
+3, so that is a total of 14 damage.
14 points of damage. Yeah, that's how much he actually had. So
Yeah, no.
you cleave the body with your weapon, flinging him backward 10 feet, and he is dead. Or at least unconscious.
I think I still have. I have enough that I could get close to David. So I'm just gonna stand in the doorway for now.
Okay. We're at the top of the turn order with Salem. What you got?
All right. So I'm gonna do my bonus action first and have Arya attack the cultist in front of her.
Okay.
21.
Oh yeah, that hits.
And it's going to be 9 plus 3, so 12 void damage.
12 void damage. Not enough to take it out, but enough to seriously wound it.
Great. And then for my action, I'm going to book it. 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, because I want to try to get around the building to the other side. So
Okay. Well, 30. That's your movement. You still have your action.
Oh. Can I use action to run again? Keep growing?
Yes, you can.
Then I will do that. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. All right, there we go.
Okay. Next up is that cultist that you just hit with your familiar. They are going to take a stab at that. That's an 18 to hit.
That will hit. So,
7 points of piercing damage.
unfortunately, neither of us have it, so I will allow Arya to take the damage and dissipate.
Okay. And with that, Arya poofs out of existence. They are then going to run over to the door and attempt to pull the bathroom door open.
They can try.
They are going to try.
There's no way you'll give me a gimme and have me reroll that D10 if I give up my inspiration point, will you?
Roll out.
For the shard of clarity that I used.
If you would have called it then, I probably would have talked about it, but it's a bit far past
Yeah, I
that.
hear you.
Oh, and they use their action, so they cannot do that. They'll have to wait till their next turn. But Melody, it is your turn next. So Soul Seeker, what are you doing?
Okay. Is there enough room for me to look through the doorway too? or no?
Yes.
Okay. Actually, on my way there, I'm going to heal Cat before I finish my movement. I'm going to cast Curing. Yep, you get 10 HP. Okay, then I'll finish my movement. And then I guess that's my turn because I don't have range on my. Well, actually, I could make it inside because I have 40. Let's see.
It looks like we just lost Matt.
Oh,
I was wondering why I wasn't hearing him talking.
Well, I believe we are still voting, so.
oh yeah,
Bruce?
we did. We lost his cam, but the stream's still up.
The
Which
stream
is
is
good.
good.
Yeah, Greg is still recording too, so.
All right. So, hi, folks at home. I hope you all are having a wonderful night. As you can see, none of us are. Just
Yeah,
kidding.
we're not. no, I think that's apt.
Maybe this will be
Quite apt.
maybe this will be a turn of tides, and he'll get all the bad rolls now.
God, I hope so.
Uh,
I could use some good rolls.
He's gotten so many 20s.
I know. As I said in the chat, I would like to speak to the CEO of Roll20, Mr. 20. If you would please turn on your location, I just want to talk.
You also want to talk, yeah. I have a very specific set of skills.
I'm gonna call out the only person that I know that works at Roll20, Eric Vulgaris. I don't know if you're actually still there or not. This is your fault.
The math sucks. Fix the
Got a
math.
name.
Also, I loved you in Sunfall Cycle. Please don't be mad.
What the?
Oh,
Who is this?
Hello,
You
Matthew.
there?
Hey, you alright?
Sorry about that.
Welcome back.
It's been my computer just went really weird. I don't know why it all crashed on me, but apparently the stream's still live, so that's all that matters.
To catch you up on what happened while you were gone, we won. It's over.
yeah, I'm sure. But at the very least, Melody was able to heal Cat for 10, so that's good.
And then I think I could actually get inside because my movement is 40
Mhm.
to use my bonus action attack. So I think I'm going to do that,
Okay.
even though I'm nervous about it. Okay, so bonus action.
And you're attacking the leg, right?
Yes.
Okay.
What was the point? Nothing happened.
Y'all and your rolls, goddamn. Anywho, David, you're up next.
All right. Hey, somebody remind me what happens if you take exhaustion and you're already at maximum.
It goes to stress.
It goes. That's it.
Yeah.
But
I thought soul ablation means you don't, like...
You don't take
ignore
the
it
penalties
completely.
from it. But if something says like gain exhaustion, I'm assuming you still do.
You still gain the stress, I believe.
Yeah.
that's correct, but depending on what you're doing, some of the spell modifiers say you cannot take stress to do them.
Oh,
That's true.
the overcharge.
Yeah, I believe that's one of them, but let me double check.
Yeah, it says. On
Okay,
page
it
81.
does just say like up to 6 or something like that.
Yeah, you can
Oh,
only go to your max exhaustion.
Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That's fine. I'm just gonna regular explode people.
Fine, just do that.
Wait, yeah.
Oh, I'm not on the right thing for pings. This is a horde, right? Not individuals.
That is a horde right there.
Okay. That horde's gonna get an explosion.
Okay.
17.
Oh my
I
God.
cannot roll lower than a 10.
Oh, yeah.
That's true. So yeah, that's good. Roll your damage.
12 to the horde.
They had very little hit points left, so you absolutely explode them with a resounding. At which point they all just crumble to the ground, unconscious.
They ragdoll around a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
One of them gets their arm clipped into the counter and kind of freaks out.
They're unconscious. They didn't notice.
Okay, standard action number 1. Standard action number 2. Explode straight down again.
Are you hitting the crustacean or the legs?
The crustacean. I'm still like going into this hole that I've carved into it.
Okay.
17.
Yep, hits.
For 9 damage.
9 points of damage.
And then we're gonna rush a third explosion. Oh my god, that's nice. For
7.
Another 7.
8. Because you always round up.
That's right. You do always round up in this game. The crustacean is looking severely hurt, but still alive.
And then for my last bonus action, I am going to break my Lesser Shard of Clarity to regain some mana, because I'm down to 1.
Okay.
How much is it? 1d10 plus level. Cool. I'm not moving.
Okay. You're not moving. What you do see from your vantage point on top of this crustacean is another window shatters. And in rolls, well, you're not entirely sure what the hell rolls in. They seem to be wearing a hooded cloak that just kind of, as they jump through the window and roll, it just flares around them and pools. The cloak itself is dark purple, the hood as well, but as you glance towards the cowl, you can't see anything inside of it but a pair of goggles that are just this dark green color of the lens. They turn, and in their hand they have what appears to be a long-barreled rifle that aims towards the thing you're on top of and makes a shot.
Oh, so that was what we heard.
Damn it. There we go. The shot goes flying through the air. It's a really fucking weird thing. The shot goes clear through it, exploding outward. It does 7 points of damage to the creature. The individual then rises up, and as a bonus action, seems to be casting a spell.
Now you want to help.
The cultist that is right here next to the crystal is going to take a shot at David. With a freezing word, that's a 15 to hit.
Okay, that hits.
That does hit for 4 points of water damage.
I think it hits him, and then he, like, it turns David's attention. I told you to run.
You say that to the cultist?
No, this is
Oh,
unless my
towards
roll
Melody.
screwing up. Yeah.
Towards Melody. Okay. Gotcha.
I wanted to help.
There are still so many more. I've got this. Go regroup.
As you say that, I need you to make an athletics check as the legs try to push itself up again and throw you off.
13.
With your 13, you are bucked off, and you're kind of have to land in the ground in a crouch right here. As the legs lift it up once again.
It's like he's turned over to yell at Melody, and this thing like lifts up, and while he's distracted, he just gets flung back and slams his head into the wall. I can't fight and protect you.
You don't need to. I can take care of myself.
Next up is Skyseeker. Skyseeker, what are you doing?
Moving closer so I can see.
That's fair.
Step through the door. That's 20 feet of movement. And this guy's within. The leg is within 15 feet. So I will attempt to hit the leg with my little
With your what now?
my little whip thing.
Gotcha.
My ribbon. My ribbon. 13.
+1.
Oh yeah, +1.
+1
So
does
14.
hit.
And I think it's a +3 to the first damage roll.
Yes, it is. And 12 points of damage is enough to take that leg out. So tell me how that looks.
I will just grab it, pull it away from. Hopefully, maybe rip it off the body if I can.
Yeah.
No, you absolutely do. You whip it, wrap it around it, and like Indiana Jones, just yank back, and the leg of the shrimp comes ripping off with a and
Ew,
flies
right.
back and hits the wall.
I don't
I
think I
guts
want to
all
eat
over me.
shrimp anymore.
That was a movement and an action.
Yep. I mean, I could do another attack, but I can't. Actually, I used 20 feet of movement. I can still move again, right?
Yeah, you still have 10 feet of movement.
If I take one step forward, is that 15 feet from the big guy?
If you move where?
Here.
Then...
Awkward with the size.
Yeah, awkward with the size and the fact that there's... I'd say, yeah, you're just barely within range.
Okay, so I'll take a step forward and hit that guy with my second attack. I'll try to. That'd probably be 11.
An 11 will not hit.
So, I still have one more step, so I'll take a step back. Okay, I think that's it.
That is fair. The trencherman down here, this cultist, is going to move backwards just a little bit and take another shot at David. This is a thunderous attack. 17 to hit.
Yep.
6 air damage.
All right.
Next off, we have another cultist who is climbing out a window using half of its movement to get to right there. And it's going to move 5, 10, 15, and then another 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 to see Salem all the way down there. Blossom Seeker, who has been running, trying to get next to their friends. But that cultist is hot on their heels. Next group of cultists are also going to be moving. We're going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60 to right here. Next group is heading out towards the front of the building. 5, 10, 15, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Isn't that the back of the building where the kitchen is?
No, they're moving the opposite direction towards the front of the building.
Oh, I see. Okay. Sorry, I was looking at the stream and I forgot it was a little delayed.
Next up is the Hugh Yeklum, the Voracious Gourmand. And he is looking hurt. He is definitely not happy.
Come on, you know you wanna.
Oh, he 100% is. Hungry Claw towards David. Cacophony with a 14.
That does hit.
14
what's your
does
AC?
hit.
13.
Dude.
8 points
AC
of bludgeoning
AC
damage,
sucks.
and I need an athletics check.
17.
17. Although you are pierced by that claw, you manage to wiggle yourself free as the second set of claws come at you. And that's a 19, which hits. Doing 9 more points of bludgeoning damage.
Jesus.
How are you looking?
-3.
-3.
Both. If I can take control for just a moment, Matt.
Yeah, go for it.
Both claws just like pierce straight through the shoulders and like into the wall behind him that he was thrown into. You all couldn't leave. I didn't want you to see this. I told you I couldn't fight and protect you at the same time. Every one of you is so strong. But God, I wish you'd listen to me. The already broken crystal that's held strong to that fixed spot in the middle of a Libra constellation in the middle of his uniform begins to fall out and hit onto the ground.
Ting! Ting! Ting!
Until it all collapses in its socket. And time stops again. And there's one last visitation.
You see the Wanderer sitting there, looking at you, this deep amount of concern on his face. The Wanderer looks
I really
at you.
tried.
It was a valiant effort, David. I'm so proud of you for what you were able to accomplish here. It just,
Yeah.
I don't think it was enough.
No, it never is it?
The cat kind of hangs his hat a little bit, or hangs his head a little bit. It never is. No matter what happens, it never is enough.
Until one day it is.
David, I don't understand what you mean. It's
This group will win. I've made sure of it.
The cat looks at you, and its head cocks to one side, its tail's flicking back and forth in that way that if you know cat psychology, you can tell, you know that they're kind of irritated and disturbed at the same time. And the Wanderer says, "What do you mean, David? It's a cycle. It never ends. It's just time and again and again and again."
We're going to get another very rapid series of flashbacks to the night of the drive, that immediately before loading up onto the bus, David had said something to the driver and just, "Hey, thanks for doing this. I know this is this is long and probably very boring for you, but thanks. Here, this is to kind of help you stay up." And he hands him a coffee.
It was actually Dean Voken who was driving that night. You handed this.
Oh,
to
was it?
Dean
Okay.
Voken. Yeah.
It's been months.
It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
Voken looks at you, David. "Oh, well, thank you very much, David. I appreciate this. This is really gonna be a long drive ahead of us. I know y'all are gonna be tired. It's gonna be okay. I'm very used to driving late at night. It's not gonna be an issue. Thank you for this coffee, though. I'm definitely gonna enjoy this on my drive home."
And there's just the slightest of smile on David's face, and then we flash forward, and we're gonna go like very rapid fire through a bunch of the battles that we have fought as Magi-Knights, and so many like blows thrown at the team that we see the same effect we've seen before. We know it's David's refraction. Tiny constellations that appear on the sides of fists thrown, the sides of beams thrown that divert them just a little bit. David has been defending this team in his own way this entire time. But you can't do that and fight at the same time. And we come back to the present moment. I know they can do it. I know that everything is going exactly as it should.
The cat,
And I know what's going on, Herald of the Outsiders.
the cat kind of rears back a little bit, and his ears kind of flicker backward. He thinks back to several moments. Tilia being knocked into the coma. James falling, his crystal shattering. And he sees the thread of David's life coming closer and closer to its end. The last thing David hears is the Wanderer's voice one more time. I'm sorry it had to be this way, David. I hope, for everyone's sake, that you know what you're doing. As he too fades from your vision. And in that moment, you are all looking down at David, or those of you who can see him. Melody, you see this quite clearly. And in the distance, you can see that cloaked figure in the dining room with that long rifle in his hands, looking through the scope of the thing. You can see just barely in the distance that David's silhouette is filled in that scope. And you see David pincered once, twice, and then in that last moment, you all hear an explosion unlike anything any of you have felt before erupts out of David. You hear this very loud clatter of a sound that is familiar to you all. In that last moment, and then every single one of you are blown off of your feet, thrown on your back. The air in your lungs are expelled in that moment, and you're all coughing, trying to regain the air in your lungs. You all have your eyes open, and the entirety of the building explodes. The building itself is made out of stone. It once was a cathedral, a church, but every single window explodes outward in a shower of glass. Melody, inside the building, you are thrown off of your feet, flung through the door. You hit Aisha and Katrina, knocking the two of them down as they catch you, and all three of you land in a heap. You all take 4 points of damage from this blast. Fire fills your vision. Whoosh! A fireball, a literal fireball, comes out of every single solitary opening. Nova Seeker, I need you to make an athletics check for me.
Oh, nice.
You're pushing against the door, holding against another cultist, when
Sorry, yeah, 24.
an explosion of force, more powerful than anything you've ever experienced, hits you. You brace yourself as tightly as you can, your arms against the door, your feet planted firmly against the tile of the bathroom, and you hold that door in place. You are not expelled from the area. But every other opening in this building experiences that fireball. Salem. You're far enough away that you're not hit with the concussive force. But you hear it happen. You see it happen. And as you turn around, you notice that the guy in Chef White's wielding the knife that was following you grabs his head and screams in pain and falls down to the ground. And that, my friends, is where we're going to end things for this evening.
What?
That was wild.
Tensei, I don't
quite an
need you to
ending.
turn on your location. I know where you are. I'll
You
see you
clearly
in an
know where
hour.
they live. You know where they live. You don't need to ask that.
But I know.
You've been to their house.
I have many times. There is a reckoning a-coming.
Stop hiding now. Show your face.
So you get the two of you planned all this, didn't you?
Probably.
I don't know what you're talking about. But what I will
I'm
do
sure.
is say congratulations, everyone. The crustacean is no longer moving.
It's cooked
Oh.
shrimp.
Cool.
It is cooked shrimp.
Frustration, frustration.
Is the building on fire? Like, is everything on fire?
It is on fire because what you may not remember this, but I very specifically described that David broke a gas line.
Mhm.
No, I remember that. I fully expected
Yeah.
that to be a problem.
Yeah,
Cool.
So the
and
Nice.
it is. It very much is. But we'll deal with that next week.
Neat.
So,
Mm,
as
Science Soul don't have to take the 4. I use barrier on both of them and mana strains and stuff.
fair enough. I'm good with that. We're gonna go ahead and go around the table one last time. As soon as Tensei makes themselves visible again. But
Fine.
yeah.
Oh.
But as always, we go around our table. I know this has been dramatic. It's got a lot of your hearts in your chest, but that's okay because we're gonna tell everyone who you are and where we can find you on the internet. And Tensei, you're going first.
What's up, everybody? Wasn't that fun? Was that very fun for everybody? Are you pumped? Are you excited? Yeah, those
Feeling
are the
an
feelings that we're
emotion.
feeling right now, right? This has been an incredible time reprising the role of David from the original series. When Matt was originally doing the casting for the show, we did plan a little bit of a departure, and we've been like slowly working up exactly what that means over the last several months while we've been playing, because we knew that my commitments next year would be way too heavy to just kind of keep going. And I'm so glad of the result we got.
We did time it well. Fist bump.
Yeah, John, come find me.
I will. It's on.
We'll hang out. Play board games.
Yeah.
I mean,
Find
I
me.
intended to.
Anyway, you can find me on the Bard Rock network of shows, where we have a network of shows, a whole bunch of new stuff that's just come out, a whole bunch of stuff that's coming out in the next few months. We actually, on the Bard Rock Cafe feed, here in about 3.5 hours, a new episode is going to drop, and it is basically a like Nintendo Direct style presentation of all of the stuff that we have available and coming out. It's a good time, and it took me way too long to make.
Can't wait to see it. Okay, let's go to your left on the overlay. Los, you're next.
Yeah, I'm not muted, am I? It's
Nope.
been a whole saga this evening. I'm Los. I'm playing Nova Seeker, and you can find me online at all the socials at PDX Homebrew. And I am hopefully getting a new capture card so I can start streaming. So I'll let you know when that's all set up. Should be any day now.
Love it. Hana, you're next.
Hi, I am Hana. I was your Star Seeker for today. I am having a lot of emotions. You made me break my pen, Tensei, from all of these emotions. Where can you find... Wait, did you say that we're not playing on the 27th for holiday break?
I did not say that, no.
Okay, I got confused at the beginning of the stream. That's okay. Cool. Where can you find me? Just here this month. Have a very light month with Christmas and everything. But online on the socials, Destiny Trio Inc. That's INC as in incorporated, not the writing implement. Otherwise, yeah. I need to go cry, so I'm just gonna end this outro now.
That's fair. That's fair. Ash, you're next.
I'm Ashleyien. I played Sky Seeker, and you can find me here every couple of weeks, and this was a lot.
That's fair.
My eyes are watery.
John, go for it.
I am John. I played Blossom Seeker tonight. It's been a privilege. I'm also full of emotions. I actually started here because of Tensei. They and I have been friends for many, many, many years. And when it opened up, they invited me to join. I was so excited to play together, and now I'm really sad we don't get to. But you can find me here every other Wednesday, still playing Blossom Seeker. We're still kicking. And then come January on the 8th, I will be in the new Aether Tech Wars as Draven Blight. So come check that out. As far as other socials go, you can find me on Instagram at CreativePanda88 and at Blue Sky at JohnPoeArt at bluesky.social, all that fun stuff. Remember to support your local art.
Absolutely. Kira, you're last.
Okay, I am Kira. I'm the assistant creator of Magi-Knights Awakening, and which is available on DriveThruRPG, the PDF, and we just got news that the physical books, should be at the U.S. port on December 20th, so it should only be a couple weeks from then that we'll have them at our house. So super exciting. And I also wrote the children's book, My Dad the Game Master, which you can get on Amazon.
Absolutely. Well, I am Matthew R. Dawson, your friendly neighborhood host and game master. You may not think I'm very friendly today, but hopefully you still know that I love you very much, and it's all about the story. I hope everybody enjoyed this extremely emotional episode that got the rest of our players to level 2. So congratulations to that. But I just want to say that come back and check us out here in January, where we have 2 new campaigns to go along with our 2 active campaigns, the Magi-Knights and Curse of Strahd. We have the Aether Tech Wars, which is Pathfinder 2E. We have the Aether Shanties campaign, which is a Sagas campaign. We have Curse of Strahd, our Sonnet of Blood, which is Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition campaign, and we have this, our Magi-Knights campaign, Magi-Knights Awakening, Dreams of Infinity. So definitely come back and check us out during the 2024 season. We got a lot more stuff going on. It's going to just kind of amp from here. I know this was tear-jerking, but guess what? It's just going to get more, but that's okay. That's a lot of fun. So, on behalf of everyone here in the Magi-Knights and everyone in the Random Rhapsody crew, I just want to say, thank you, folks. It's been a delight. So long. Good luck. And until next time, may your dreams be infinite. And good night.
Good night. Goodbye.
Bye. Oh my god.
Oh no, not
Bye.
Damian.
Yes, you didn't say 99.
Good night.
Mallory's been traumatized enough.